Hi, this is Tad Johnson, managing editor of This Week Newspapers. I'm here with Brian McGinn with the Dakota County Sheriff's Department, and they've got a demonstration out here of some underwater dive work that they do with the department. And tell me a little bit about how often you use this and what kinds of situations it occurs.
It's real sporadic. We might get called out a couple times a year. We train monthly, so we train 8 hours once a month. In the scenarios we try to do scenario-based things, whether it be recovering weapons, bodies, jewelry, that type of stuff. And then we train in different conditions, whether it be stagnant water like a lake or moving water like the Minnesota or Mississippi rivers.
Mm-hmm. And how many people do you have on your team?
We currently have 10.
Okay. And are they all dive ready?
For the most part, yeah. They're all licensed deputies, which is kind of unique. A lot of departments use volunteers. We chose to go with licensed Dakota County deputies. And the skills levels range kind of dramatically from Thomas, who's just been on the team about a year, and he's kind of working his way through the certifications, to Steve, one of our divers, who's been diving for about 35 years, and he's actually a dive instructor.
Right. Now, what are you trying to accomplish by showing this little demonstration today, I guess?
Well, it's kind of, some of the stuff is that the equipment is full face mask, so we don't dive with a regular regulator. And the reason for that is hazards. We don't want any exposure to contaminants in the water. So in this case, it shows that we're using full face masks, plus we're using dry suits. So his body's not actually getting wet in there. He's got a hood and a full face mask on so that his body's totally protected from the elements. And then the communication gear is like a huge element where if a diver's in the water and they're having trouble, they can communicate that. If the diver's in the water and we want to move to the left or to the right to find a specific object, we can talk to them. So it's a huge advantage for us to be able to communicate with the diver.
Right, we've got lots of people who are lining up. They can actually talk to the diver who's in the tank there, and that communication is important for what kinds of reasons. If some situations under the water, maybe the clarity isn't great, or how do you use that communication, I guess?
It can range dramatically. We dove the 35W bridge collapse, and in that case we used the communication gear. One of the divers got stuck on a vehicle, and he was a Hennepin County diver. Our diver understood what was going on. He found out that he was actually caught on the windshield wiper blade of a submerged vehicle. He got the diver freed from that obstacle, and they managed to come back up to the surface. In that case, both divers were low on air, so all of that information could be conveyed to us. And while that was going on, we had divers actually setting up to go in to do a rescue with additional oxygen or air. So it's huge, having the ability to communicate with the diver.
Yeah. Well, the Dakota County Sheriff's Department doing lots of great work, and you can see them out here at the fair. Ask them questions and learn a little bit more about their dive program.